Good morning students. Myself Renu Rathi. I am going to start your next topic as we have already started chapter number 2 and we have learned about the main definitions of chapter number 2. So today I am just going to tell you about the polynomials only by taking some examples. This is exercise 2.1 of your NCERT. See the first question. Which of the following? This is the question number 1 from your NCERT. Which of the following expressions are polynomials? So here you have to tell then the given 5 expressions. Which are the polynomials? So how will you calculate 4x square plus 3 minus 3x plus 7? See, degree should be whole number. Degree should be is equals to a whole number. Then it will be a polynomial. Then the answer will be polynomial. Otherwise no. Otherwise no. This is the main rule of the polynomials. So here degree is a whole number. Degree is 1. Degree is nothing here. It means it can be written as x power 0. 0 is also a whole number. So yes, it is a polynomial. Yes, it is a polynomial. Why it is a polynomial? Because the degree is whole number. The degree is whole number. This is a polynomial in one variable. In one variable. Let me explain the meaning of this one variable. They have taken x here, again x, then I have also taken x. It means this polynomial is in one variable. If they will take the help of y also, then it will be in two variables. Second part, y square plus under root 2. If the constant part can be negative, can be in fraction, can be in under root sign, it will not affect our polynomial. We just see the variable. Yes, the variable degree is a whole number. So yes, it is a polynomial. Yes, it is a polynomial. And tell me the variable in one variable. In one variable. Second part is 3 under root t plus t under root 2. Here I don't have any problem because t is having the power 1. But here under root t. What is the meaning of under root t? Under root t means t power 1 upon 2. And 1 upon 2 is not a whole number. It is a rational number. So, no, it is not a polynomial. No, it is not a polynomial. And what reason you will write to support your answer? Because the degree is not a whole number. The degree of given variable. The degree of given variable is not a whole number. Is not a whole number. So it is not a polynomial. Next is y plus 2 upon y. Y means power is 1. I am okay with this. 1 upon y. 1 upon y means y power minus 1. Y power minus 1. And minus 1 is not a whole number. So this is not a polynomial. Not a polynomial. And what reason you will write? The same reason. Same as above. Same as above because the degree of the polynomial is not a whole number. Next is x power 10 plus y cube plus t power 50. X, y, t, they have taken many variables. But what is the degree of this variable? 10, whole number. Degree of this variable? 3, whole number. Degree of this variable? 50. So all these are having the degree as a whole number. So yes, it is a polynomial. Yes, it is a polynomial. Why it is a polynomial? Because the degree is whole number and it is in 3 variables. It is in 3 variables. This polynomial is in degree 3 variables. Fine student. So this is all about question number 1 of your NCERT. Let me take question number 2. Let me write question number 2 of NCERT. So here I have taken the second question students. The question is write the coefficient of x square. Coefficient means the constant part with x square. So for this you just see the terms 1 term, 2 term and 3 terms are there. Go to the term that is x square. So x square term is this one, the middle term, that is x square. So what is the coefficient of x square? What is the constant part of x square? If nothing is written here, it means 1 is always there. So coefficient of x square is equals to 1 in this question. Now coefficient of this, first we have to write the coefficient of this x square. So take the term. Term is equal to minus x square. The term will go with their sign. So this implies coefficient is equal to, if nothing will be there, 1 will be there. Minus sign is there, it means it will be minus 1. Now take that term first. It will be more easy when you will take the term in which you have to calculate the coefficient. It is pi upon 2 x square. Now what is the coefficient of x square? It is pi upon 2. Just hide the x square part. Then what is left? That is x square. Just hide the part. Just hide this part. What is left? Pi upon 2. So it will be the coefficient of x square. Next is term of x square. Just see the term. Which term is having x square? We don't have the term here. It means the coefficient is 0. Why 0? If we are not having the term, it means the term goes with x into 0 square. Because if term is missing from the expression of the polynomial, it means the coefficient of that term was 0. So it can be written as 0x square. Now what is the coefficient of x square? It is 0. So this is all about the coefficient of x square. Similarly, you can find out the coefficients of x also. Next is question number 3 of your NCERT. Give one example of each. Part 1, a monomial of degree 35. Here they are correlated the number of terms and the degree. We all know that the polynomials are divided by 2 types. First, regarding the terms. Monomial 1 term, binomial 2 term, trinomial 3 term. Regarding degree, linear 1 degree, quadratic 2 degree, cubic 3 degree. They are saying you just write binomial with degree 35. तो आपको क्या करना है? You just write binomial. So let me write a binomial. Binomial means 2 term. I have written 2x plus 3. I have written 2x plus 3. Now they are saying degree 35. So make the degree 35. This will be the answer. If any student can write 3y plus 7 and degree is 35, then this is also right. We are having infinitely many answers for this question. If any student want to write like 3z plus 2 29, z variable, make the power 35. Yes, this can be the answer. So I think you have all got the reason that why I have written this. First write down binomial, then make the degree 35. Second answer, a monomial of degree 100. Monomial means term 1. I just have written 1 term, x only. Now degree is 100. Make the degree 100. This is my answer. Any student can also say, ma'am, my answer is this, 7x and degree is 100. Then this is also right. 299. Y. I have taken y. I will not take your x. I have taken y. Then one student has taken y and coefficient he has taken, he or she has taken 299. Now make the degree 100. Yes, this is also correct. I just want to see that it should be monomial, means term 1, and the degree should be 0. So all our answers are correct here. Fine, student. So this is all about question number 35. You can also design binomial with degree 100. So just write down first binomial, then make the degree 100. Clear, students? So let me take question number 4 from your NCERT. So students, here I have taken question number 4. Write the degree of each. You have to write the degree of these. First of all, let me tell you the meaning of degree. Degree means highest power. Degree means highest power. So which one is the highest power? This term is having the highest power. What is the degree of this term? 3. So degree is equals to 3 in this question. What is the highest power? That is 2. So it will be the degree. So degree of this expression will be 2. Highest power, nothing is there, it means 1 is there. Degree is equals to 1. 3 no, is not a polynomial, but we know that we can write 3 as 3x power 0, because x power 0 is equals to 1. So 3 can be written as 3x power 0. This is the highest only. So now tell me the degree of this polynomial. It will be is equals to 0. In question number 5, they have written classified. Here we have just written the degrees. In this question, they are asking about linear, quadratic and cubic. You have to write linear, quadratic and cubic. So first of all, linear means degree 1. Linear means degree 1. Quadratic means, what is the meaning of quadratic? Degree is equals to 2. And what is the meaning of cubic? It means degree is equals to 3. Degree is equals to 3. So first of all, we are just going to see that what is the degree of highest power. So as here degree is equals to, here degree is equals to 2, because the highest power is 2. So this implies it is a linear, quadratic or cubic? Degree 2. Degree 2 means quadratic. So it is a quadratic polynomial. It is a quadratic polynomial. In the second, what is the degree of this? Degree highest power is this one only. So here degree is equals to 3. This implies it is a cubic polynomial. It is a cubic polynomial. Next is highest is this one. So what is the degree of this expression? Degree is 2. If degree is 2, it means it is again a quadratic. It is again a quadratic polynomial. In this, highest one is this x only. And what is the degree here? Degree is equals to 1. 1 degree means linear. So it is a linear polynomial. Next is, again we are having 3t. 3t means degree is equals to 1. This implies again linear. It is also a linear polynomial. In this, degree is equals to 2. Degree is equals to 2. This implies quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. In this, they are having degree 3. Degree is equals to 3. This implies cubic polynomial. So this is all about the linear, quadratic and cubic. If degree 2, it means quadratic. Degree 1 means linear. Degree 3 means cubic. So this is the division of these polynomials, classification of these polynomials according to the degree. If they will ask the same question, then please classify the following as monomial, binomial or trinomial. So how will you do? 2-term binomial, 2-term binomial, 3-term trinomial, 2-term binomial, 1-term monomial, again 1-term monomial, again 1-term monomial. So this is all about the degree of the polynomial and the classification according to the degree. So we have completed our exercise 2.1. In the next class we will start our next exercise that is related to the factor theorem and remainder theorem. For today's class you have to do this exercise only. So that's all for today, students. Bye bye. Thank you.